Today we'll talk about Sushant Singh Rajput, Indian actor who we lost at the age of 34 at the peak of his career last month. I'm Dr. Salman Majeed, and I'm a psychiatrist in Pennsylvania, United States. So today we'll discuss Sushant in his own words from his previous interviews or videos, and I will send the link in the description below as well, but I will leave that open here as well.
But I think somebody should not give his or her opinion if he or she is not like very well informed about the topic, because it is a sensitive thing. So you need to.
His loss is a sensitive thing as well, and unfortunately, everybody is sensationalizing. There is tons of misinformation, and the whole thing has become quite messy. Was it suicide? Was it murder? I don't know the answer. There should be a strong investigation, as suggested by several fans. But what we do know that every year there are 800,000 people who lose their life to suicide worldwide, according to WHO. That means every 40 seconds, one life is lost. 80% of that is in developing countries. Now, the other big question that was asked from my previous video was, he had money, he had fame, why would he be depressed? And I think in the recent video from Tarun Khanna, the same question got raised. Here is Sushant Singh Rajput.
Now, the biggest lie was money plus recognition is equal to happiness, is equal to success.
And this interview would also be in the description below. But what did he call that? The biggest lie, that it doesn't buy money, and fame does not equal to happiness. And that is a very common question, particularly in Asian families or Southeast Asian families, that if the kid has money, finances are good, why are they depressed? And depression or these reasons looking for suicidal thoughts, that is not linked with the finances or recognition or fame. So we use the word biopsychosocial to explain that rationale for depression, or for most of the mental health problems. So bio is biological, which is the level of serotonin or those brain chemicals, linked with genetic. Psychological is how somebody views or interprets things in their own way, and the perfectionism or all of those internalized pressures that we are given on ourselves from the very young age, that no matter what we do, it doesn't feel good enough, and we keep going to the next project and the next thing, but the internal reward is taken away. And there are several other themes in the psychological. Also, if you listen to his other interviews, where he describes the difficulty in not feeling understood by others commonly. And that leads to the third component of social, in biopsychosocial. So nowadays with coronavirus, there is already social isolation. He had kept himself busy, and that probably had been helpful. But right now, this social isolation, loneliness, and recent events like loss of his manager to suicide just a week before his loss. The previous loss of his mother, which he put that in on Instagram, and I think that's where the statement is blurred past, evaporating from teardrops, unending dreams, carving an arc of smile, and a fleeting life, negotiating between the two. Mother. So that seems like some sort of cryptic message. It could be interpreted as negotiating between the two, if he had those thoughts and nobody identified. And we wish right now that we had reached out. I wish I had reached out or had a way to get to him. But what we need to do is channel this grief, this energy into raising awareness about mental health, about suicide. Also from my last video, I had seen YouTube gives those search items that how people searched, and one of the search item that where that video got pulled was somebody had searched how to suicide in Hindi. So please, 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 if you are experiencing those thoughts, there is hope. There is help. And we wish that he had gotten it in time, and unfortunately, he didn't. So for those around you, focus that energy on building those connections. Don't stay alone yourself. Stay connected with others and seek professional help if you're experiencing those thoughts. And for brain, if we are looking for the insensitivity or the negative around us, the brain finds that. So instead, pay more selective attention to help. Who is helping? Who could help? It exists. It might take time to find that, but keep looking. Never give up. Suicide is not a solution. And in Sushant's case, we don't know the reason. So hopefully that inquiry happens and the truth comes out, whatever it is. But in the meantime, we do need to raise awareness for suicide. We need to save lives where we can. Take care. Also on this very new channel that started a few weeks ago, if you would like to support or join me in this mission to raise awareness about mental health, please subscribe and share this video with others. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.